All right, I'm going to show you a really fun card trick here. It's kind of a cute trick, and it's easy to do, and it looks good. So we take a deck of cards and we get them all shuffled. You can have your spectator shuffle the cards too, like we often do. We can go like this, take a look at them if we want to, make sure they even look shuffled. Not only are they shuffled, they even look shuffled, and it's because they are shuffled. There we go. And again, have them do that. And you can have your spectator select the card. In this part, I'll talk to you a little bit in the tutorial. You can have them do this any way you want to. I'm just going to have them take a card out of the middle of the deck this way. And so they have taken a card, memorize that card, don't let me see it. They will look at that card and not let me see it. So I'll show you in the camera, whatever it is. And then we can say, okay, I want you to put the card back inside the deck, anywhere you want, somewhere in the middle. Let's say they put it right there. Okay, one last look if you want. And then we shuffle the cards. Card is lost. No way for me to find it. And that's why I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break on this. I'm going to not just find your card. I'm going to narrow it down to about 4 cards. So I'm going to go through here and I'm going to see what I think is your card. I think it's, no, it's not that one. I think it's one of these 4 cards right here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't need the rest of the deck. I got 4 cards here. Now, I'm going to be showing you these 4 cards. I don't want you to flinch. I don't want you to say yes or no. I don't want you to tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm just going to be watching your face and your body language, but I am certain that it's one of these 4 cards. That way I have a chance 1 in 4 to get your card. I know it's one of these, but I got a 1 in 4 chance to narrow it down. Okay, so I'm going to show you, and you remember your card, right? So I'm going to show you this one, number 3, and number 4. So don't say anything, because I don't want you to tell me, but I'm almost certain that your card is one of these cards. Yeah, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm pretty sure it's one of these cards. 1, 2, 3, and card number 4, right? Now don't say anything. Don't say anything. I'm not picking up anything. I want you to, I'm going to spread them out. I want you to look at them again, but don't say yes or no or anything. I'm just going to spread them out so you can take a look at them all in one big spread, because I think you'll kind of flinch. Do you see your card in there? Don't answer. Don't answer. But just mentally, do you see your card in there? Okay. Let's see. I'm going to. That's not that one. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. I'm going to show you the 3 that I didn't choose, okay? I didn't choose this one, or this one. Right? No? Your card wasn't one of these. So it had to be this one, right? It wasn't that one? Wait a minute. It wasn't one of these 3? What was your card? Oh, it was the Jack of Clubs. That's what I thought. I knew it. All right. So that is a silly little card trick you can do that doesn't take, well, it takes some sleight of hand, but it's the easiest sleight of hand that you can possibly do, except for one little move there that's optional. So you saw me do something called the Escanio spread. I'll explain to you how to do it, but you don't have to do it. You can do it completely without that. This is so simple, kind of silly, but really powerful, because this sleight that I'm doing, which is just basically, it's not even a sleight, it's like a false count double lift sort of a thing, without doing the double lift. What does that mean? What? Okay, so let's start over. What's going to happen is they're going to pick a card, any card they want to. Now you can find that card however you want. You can use the key card method. You could use a marked deck. You could do the Hindu thing, and use a key card that way. You can force a card on them. However you want to know what their card is, that's entirely up to you. A good one is the Hindu force. So you could say, get the cards all shuffled up, and just notice the bottom card. And then you could say, have them say stop. They say stop. Okay, look at that one. That's one way to do it, to know their card. Or you could have them pick one out of the deck anywhere they want. And while you're shuffling them up like this, and they're looking at their card, say, okay, put it right there in the middle. And all I did was I looked at the key card next to it, so I can go find their card. That's up to you. There's lots of key card videos. I got some key card videos, and there's lots of ways to force a card, and there's lots of ways to find somebody's card. That's not the hard part of the trick. The rest of it's not that hard either. But let's just say that you found their card. In this case, we'll use the Jack of Clubs again. What I'm doing is I'm going through, because since I know their card, or at least I know how to find it with a key card, what I'm doing is I'm actually finding their card and 4 other random cards. I act like I have 4 cards when I really have 5. And so what I did was I removed a packet of 5 with their card on the top of the packet like this, okay? I really have this. And what's great about this little move is it's so easy to do and so deceiving, so deceptive, I should say. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna hold the cards like this in a biddle grip. That's what that's called. You're gonna put your 2 fingers over here in the 2 corners so that this hand's thumb can just remove cards. That's all you're doing. It's just it's like a false count, really. So I'm going, there's 1 there, there's 1 there, there's 1 there, and then I stop because I'm now holding 2 cards. This is basically a double lift without doing the lift, right? Super easy. So their actual chosen card, the Jack of Clubs, is behind this one, but I pretend like I've messed up. I know your card's one of these 4, but don't say anything, don't tell me. I keep telling them that so they don't react, because they're gonna be looking for a Jack of Clubs that's not in here. And so I do that and I go, okay, I think is that. Now all I've done is I've just peeled those cards off and showed them I have 4 wrong cards, right? So I'm gonna go like this. Let's see, it's either that one, or that one. I think it's one of these. Now you can stop right there and go right to the trick where you put their card down on the table. And I'll do that right now. You can just scoop them back up, or you can take this one and put it on top like that if you want to, and you can just take it and put it down on the table. As long as you put the Jack of Clubs or whatever their chosen card is down there, you can go, okay, I'm going to show you what your cards weren't, and you're just going to do that same thing, only with 3 cards out of the 4 instead of 4 out of the 5. So their Jack of Clubs is here. They think it's one of these wrong cards. You say, let me show you. I know it wasn't the Queen of Spades. I know it wasn't the 5 of Hearts. I know it wasn't the 9 of Spades. It must have been that one, right? No, they're gonna go, no, something's wrong, because they never saw their card. And see, I'm doing that same move. I'm just going like this, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And you can hold this as one pretty easily like that, right? You just don't want that to happen. But that takes very little practice. I don't do a lot of fancy sleights, and this one even I can do. So you're gonna go, it's not that one, it's not that one, it's not that one. There's your card. Wasn't that amazing? Oh, wait, something's wrong. Something's not sitting right. So it wasn't one of these. What was your card? Oh, it's a Jack of Clubs. That's what I thought. And now somehow their card shows up. So that's a simple way to do it. But you'll notice I did something in there called the Escanio spread. Let me show you what that is. It's not that much different than what we've been doing here, okay? When I started off with these 4 cards, which is actually 5 cards, and I went like this. This move is very much like the Escanio spread, a very, very famous move. And the way it works is like this. The card that's hidden right here, obviously, there's a card, the Jack of Clubs is behind here. The Escanio spread is a way of hiding a card that's in the middle of a packet of 5. So if the card I want to hide is in the middle, I can hide it very easily by spreading the cards like this. I'll show you how to do that in a second. It's a nice little quick thing to do. Say, look, it's not one of those 4 cards. So or in this case, I say, I know your card's one of these 4, and it's really not. And the way we're doing that is like this. Let's start over. I got the Jack of Clubs on the top of the packet here, and I did the 4 thing like this. Doot, 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 doot. And okay, so I think it's one of those. Now what I want to do is I want to get that Jack of Clubs in the middle of the packet. So all I have to do is take this card and put it on top. And now I'm ready for an Escanio spread because I just put the Jack in the center. Super easy to do. Again, this is optional. This is like bonus. You don't have to do it this way, but it's pretty fun to learn. And say, let me spread them out so you can see them all in one big picture. And here's all I'm doing. I'm holding the biddle grip. Instead of peeling off the top, I'm going to peel a little bit off the bottom. I'm taking the bottom card and I'm just sliding it over like this. And then I'm going to take this thumb and do that little peel like this. So, step 1. Bottom card, step 2, top card. Super easy. Now I'm showing them 3 cards. The 4th card's a little trickier. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this finger and hold it while I slide these apart like that. And that's what happens. Okay, do it again. So I'm going to slide the bottom card like this. Take my thumb, do this. I'm putting this finger here so that when I pull this out, I actually am separating all of the cards all 4 of them anyway, this one has stayed in its position, in its double lift position. See that Queen of Spades? That's really where my hidden card is. So in slow-mo, I guess, or instant replay, it's kind of like this. I'm sliding the bottom one out, I'm sliding the top one out just a little bit. But see how I'm still holding this Queen of Spades? This is actually 3 cards, but I'm going to put my finger behind here so that when I slide some more, it comes apart. I'm still holding this, and I'm left with the 4-card spread. Escanio spread is what it's called again. And I can even do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm back to where I was with the hidden card on the top of the packet. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So that just makes it kind of smooth. If you can do the Escanio, then you have a few more options on showing them the cards rather than just doing that simple one. But the simple one's fine. If you just do the false count once or twice, that's still convincing. But if you want to take your game up a notch, then do it this way. Show the 4 cards. It's not one of those. Let's see. Let me spread them out so you can see them all. Not one of those. Actually, I would be saying, I know it's one of those. And then we can count them again. Say, let me see now. I think I'm going to put one down on the table. That's the one you chose. Again, I put down the Jack of Clubs. And it's not this one, or this one. They're going to think the Queen's down there, right? What did you choose? Oh, it wasn't that one? It was this one, the Jack of Clubs. All right. Super simple trick, really. I know it sounds hard, and it looks harder than it is, but if you can do this, and who can't do that, right? If you can do this, you can do an Escanio. Almost. It's just one more little finger thing to do. Just like this, this, and this, boom, and you got it. And if you don't do the Escanio, just count your cards like that. It's still an amazing trick, ready to go. There's lots of ways to know know somebody's card. I've got lots of videos about it. Go watch one of mine, how to know the chosen card of any deck. I've got a video that's that title, and it will show you how to know when somebody picks a card. That's completely up to you. That part's easy. And then you get to fool them with the little false count. Try it and have fun with it. Show it to somebody and amaze them with your magical skills.